What's up, y'all? Capone Sound Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. So it is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy holidays to all of y'all. Hope y'all had a nice holiday break. If y'all got one, I hope y'all did. We have a massive content drop here today in Ever Crisis. Big New Year's event. A lot of stuff coming. I think probably at reset today. Right now, it's just like partially just some stuff that's been added. The biggest thing that has been added, oh yeah, it was like a little step-up draw, but we got the Limit Break banner. They announced a new Limit Break banner. This is limited weapons, limited costumes. Well, costumes are most limited anyway, but the weapons are limited here. So if you're going to draw on these, you might want to invest at least OB6. You know, I like to say that for limited weapons, but these ones are actually really good where I would say getting one copy is definitely recommended as well. So we got Tifa and Aerith. We got Aerith banner. Is that the ship name? But yeah, we got Tifa and Aerith. So Tifa, this looks incredible. Definitely one of her best cosmetics in this game. Love the color scheme. Just love everything about this. This looks absolutely fantastic. All right, and it is called the Festive Blue Daffodil Attire. So alone, she's getting Reprieve. So if she gets KO'd, she gets pretty much a second life. That's amazing on a character like Tifa, who is primarily a DPS character in this game. So yeah, you can make her a glass cannon going into battle. She gets one free death, and she can come back. That's amazing for a DPS character. So as far as I know, the only character that had this was Vincent. Now Tifa gets it. Yeah, that's awesome. And this is kind of insane too. New Year's Mastery. So fire, ice, lightning, earth, water, wind, ability damage plus 30%. That's insane. Like, that is absolutely bonkers, dude. Like, that is like an all-in-one Arcanum. Arcanums are 35%. This is only 5% less than an Arcanum. So if you didn't draw on a lot of Tifa's costumes, that her elemental builds, I didn't draw on her Christmas costume. I didn't draw on her bunny costume. And she doesn't have a wind costume at all for her motor drive weapon. So that alone is going to help that weapon. This costume is going to help that weapon. So that's insane. This is an insane costume. You could say her anniversary costume might be a little bit better for her magic setups because just the raw damage you get from that costume. But this is still like absolutely insane. If you're like a newcomer to this game, absolutely get this costume. It is insanely good. All right, but man, that's awesome. And especially like like I said, I don't have her Christmas build. I don't have her for ice, and I don't have it for for obviously wind. No one does. So that alone is going to help ice and wind for me, a lot for a physical ice and wind Tifa. So that's awesome. All right, so Blue Daffodil Gloves. Let's go into this now. So at OB0, we get 600% physical non-elemental damage. Also applies exploit weakness. So this is a brand new status element. So from my understanding, this is not like something that works with like buff debuff extension. So if you have like buff debuff extension stat on Tifa, it's not going to affect this duration. But from my understanding, this is essentially like another way to stack damage now, stack elemental damage. So if let's say the enemy is weak to wind, and you're using your motor drive weapon for Tifa, you're going to get an extra 25% wind damage with that weapon. And this is not something that is stacking with like, boosts to wind potency as a stat, right? So the thing I think of right here is like, wow, you can just stack crazy damage. So let's say, for example, I said wind. Let's talk about her fire setup. So she already has an amazing fire setup with her shell knuckles. So with this weapon, you'll be able to use this once. You'll get that 25% boost at OB0, and then let's say you have Matt on the team, where he can boost your magic attack and your fire damage, with his new weapon, and then you just have an insane amount of damage you're getting from magic attack up, fire potency up, And now this exploit weakness, which does 25%, and by the way, it goes up to 40% at OB6. So this is going to be like, you know, absolutely grab a copy of this if you can. You know, when it comes to a DPS weapon like this, though, you kind of want to get like OB1 is still nice, but I'd say you want to get at least to like OB2, OB3 because of this stat right here. When it comes to a DPS character, you want these stats to be a little bit higher because, you know, it's going to affect your overall damage. But yeah, pretty insane. This is a great new way to get some extra damage, you know, this exploit weakness status effect. So yeah, that's awesome. But anyway, her R abilities are boost attack and boost attack all allies. So this is the first weapon that has boost attack all allies. Essentially what it's, you know, like boost P attack all allies, boost M attack all allies, but it kind of cuts it in half so you can get it for both. So at 55 points you get 14%, 13%. So it's not like a super big damage boost, but you know, it is unique. It's a new weapon that, you know, it's the only weapon in the game that has this boost attack all allies. So I mean, it's going to be great on Tifa. It's also going to be a great like back weapon if you're, you know, you're just stacking a bunch of these M attack or P attack weapons on support characters for the whole party. So yeah, another way just to stack damage for your whole party. And then you get boost ability potency on the second R ability. So like I said, OB6 is probably where you want to be because 40% damage, you know, that's better than 25%. Boost attack all allies, you know, you get 40 points now, so you're getting to 11% damage for physical and magic attack boost. Boost ability potency to 27, and then once you go to OB10, you're getting the exploit weakness stays at 40%. You get a little bit extra damage, 1100% now compared to 1000, and then the duration goes to 70 seconds instead of the 50 seconds. 50 seconds still a pretty long time, but 70 seconds, man, that's pretty awesome. Like I said, buff debuff extension will probably have no effect on this actual time, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, boost attack 46, 39. The support slots are P attack, M attack boost, and X sigil boost. So yeah, you can kind of use this weapon either way as a physical or a magic attack weapon for any of your elemental builds. So yeah, Tifa is like the queen of elemental DPS in this game. She has so much variety. She pretty much has a weapon for every single type of elemental build except Earth. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And now this weapon's just going to make all those builds better. Her Shell Knuckles build, her Christmas gloves, her motor drive, her lightning one. It's just so many weapons, man, that are going to be better because of this weapon. So awesome, awesome. Yeah, like I said, I definitely recommend grabbing a copy. If you can, try to get to like maybe OB2, OB3 if you can, if you're just rolling crystals. I mean, you don't have much control over that because gotcha. But yeah, this is a great, great weapon for Tifa. A fantastic costume as well. Especially if you're a beginner. Holy crap, this is just amazing. Like I said, you know, her anniversary costume still might be better in some certain scenarios because you're just getting pure flat, you know, pure just big damage for magic. But like I said, for physical builds, you know, that costume is not going to have any effect. So for physical setups like her wind, her ice, yeah, it's going to be great for those, especially if you don't have those Arcanum costumes. Well, obviously there is no wind Arcanum costume, so for that alone, you know, her wind setup's going to be awesome now. Her motor drive before, you know, is just a pretty good weapon, you know, gets around, what, 780% potency. Now this, you know, is going to help that a lot. And going along with her weapon as well. So yeah, this is a great, great setup. Great setup for Tifa. All right, let's go into Aerith, my queen. I freaking love Aerith. Oh man, this looks incredible as well. Both of these costumes, dude, they nailed it. Wow, the aesthetics on this. Ooh, the legs, whoa. Yo, I'm simping, yo. Man, the hairstyle looks amazing as well. Gosh, yeah, they nailed it with these costumes. All right, the Festive Crimson Attire. So Aerith gets Reprieve too. That's pretty interesting. So Reprieve on Aerith, I don't think is like something amazing because a lot of the time when you're using Aerith, she is a character that is going to have a ton of HP anyway because of her weapons, usually give her a ton of HP. So yeah, she's harder to kill essentially because of that. And you know, I'm not sure how helpful Reprieve will be on her because of that. But you know, there's always going to be some situations where it will, you know, it could come in handy. You know, I mean, it's an extra life on a character like Aerith. I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, absolutely, I'd say, you know, get this costume if you can, especially if you're an Aerith main like me. Very, very nice. So New Year's protection, HP 10%, healing potency 20%. You know, very, very solid. But again, I think her anniversary costume still might be her best costume because she's getting boost attack all eyes. But it kind of just depends on the scenario. If you need Reprieve instead of that boost attack, then, you know, you have this as well. Still, I think it's a very good costume, especially if you're, again, if you're like a newcomer or a returning player. Very, very awesome costume. Yeah, if you got the crystals, man, I definitely say go deep into these banners if you can. Very, very nice. And yeah, let's go look at her weapon now. So her Crimson Staff, OB0. We got 470% magic non-elemental damage, all enemies. Magic attack is increased mid, all allies. And then it goes to maxes out at mid. I don't like that. I don't like that it maxes out at mid. So that's interesting. So 70% HP or more. Magic defense is increased. So yeah, mid to mid. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, magic attack and magic defense. So this is like a pure all-in-one, like just straight up damage weapon, like increasing damage to your whole party and then decreasing the enemy's defense to do more damage. So this is definitely a new take on like the Kamura one. I still think something like the Kamura one might be better though, because what makes Kamura one amazing is you're boosting attack to the whole party, but you're also boosting your defense as well. So you're kind of, you know, getting the best of both. This is just straight up going all in on damage. And the thing is, magic defense decrease might not work on all enemies, so that could be a bummer as well. But you know, magic attack AOE increase on a character like Aerith, it just gives her more versatility. She can do B attack increase with AOE all, you know, with Kamura wand. She can do M attack increase with this weapon now. She can do it all, man. Elemental debuffing with Terror wand, like Aerith is like the all-in-one character. She has like a weapon for pretty much like any scenario now. It's absolutely bonkers. So yeah, that's why she is like the GOAT support in this game. All right, our abilities. Boost M attack all allies. So at OB1, you're getting 32 points into here, 15 points in the buff debuff extension. M attack all allies, I think, is an amazing stat as well. That's why I definitely say recommend. Another reason why I say grab one copy of this weapon if you can, because if you do, you get this weapon to level 120, then this stat right here will get to level 3. So you're getting a stat stick for your magic attack teams, where you can just throw this weapon on in the back or something, and you're getting a 14% boost to the whole party's magic attack. So I only have like 2 of these type of weapons right now, so if I grab this, will be a third. It's going to help out my magic attack teams a lot. So these weapons are very, very nice when it comes to just stacking overall damage for your parties, or, you know, your magic parties or your physical parties for the P attack ones. So yeah, these are great, great weapons. At OB1, the duration kind of just goes up a little bit. So you get 12 seconds here, and then it goes up to 16 seconds for both of these. Or no, it goes 22 seconds for the magic defense. All right, so OB6, yeah, it goes high to high. So OB6 is honestly where you want to be with this. I'd still say mid to mid is still, it's still fine. It's still fine. I wish this did go mid to high though. But OB6 is kind of where you want to be. High to high for both of these is pretty awesome. Magic attack, increase AOE, MDEF, AOE. Yeah, this is going to help your magic attack teams just do some crazy damage quickly. You know, 4 ATB to get all this utility is like absolutely insane to me. So 40 magic attack, all allies, 27 on the buff debuff extension at OB6. OB10, you're getting 750% damage. M attack, increase AoE. It just goes to 20 seconds. This goes to 35 seconds. So the special materia slots or support slots, whatever, magic attack boost, you get heal boost, all cure slot. That's, you know, that's perfect for this weapon. So Very, very, very nice on a, very, very nice weapon. 674 magic attack is actually pretty good on a weapon like this, but that's OB10. So yeah, pretty strong. OB6, yeah, I'd say is where you want to be, but even just grabbing a base 1 copy, I still recommend that as well. Both of these weapons. So yeah, Crimson Staff, absolutely. I am gonna do my best to try to get OB6 on both of these weapons. But looking at this stamp card, I'm kind of disappointed. So looking at the stamp card, you only get 1 guaranteed weapon here, and you need to get the 5-star guaranteed. And then you go to the next page, you get 2. You only get 2 guaranteed weapons. Typically, you usually get 3, right? You only get 2, and then you get 1 of 5-star again. And then it's just 5-star guarantees on page 3. 5-star guarantees. Dude, this banner could be possibly very frightening. So you get 4 pages where you get 3 5-star guarantees, but you don't have any control over this weapon showing up. And the other thing that scares me with this banner is look at the odds. The odds are not higher like they were on the previous anniversary banners. It's only 1%. Before it was 1.5% on like these other limit break banners we've had recently. It's only 1% here, and then your wish list will be like 0.8%. The odds are not as good. I don't know. Applebot, why the hell did you do this? The odds need to be better on these limited banners. That kind of frightens me. Because I had a really, really rough time. I mean, you watched me do my Chimera pulls on Aerith a long time ago, and that banner was a nightmare. Her weapon would not show up, so yeah, when you have 2 characters on the same banner and the odds are not as high, it's going to be tougher to get to OB6. So if y'all are pulling this, I wish y'all the best of luck. But I still recommend grabbing 1 copy of each weapon if you can. Absolutely. But man, I really want OB6 on both of these. Also, I forgot to mention Aerith's, or not Aerith, but Tifa's Premium Heart. Her ultimate weapon is here. Let's go check that out real quick. My cat is very loud right now. Stop it. All right. Let's go to Sebastian. Stop it. All right. Let's go to the exchange. Let's go to, is it the New Year's medals? Oh, I'm not sure what this is, but we're getting gotcha tickets. We're getting premium draw tickets. Interesting. Okay. I need to look at what these New Year medals are. Where is the Mako chip? Okay, so for Tifa, Premium Heart is here. So this weapon for Tifa, she gets the Ravaging Axe Kick, 2000% physical and magic non-elemental damage. Also, haste is applied for 30 seconds. You get 3 uses of haste on Tifa. That is actually freaking awesome. So you get boost ability potency, and then you get attack boost. So you get 25 points. That means P attack and M attack are increased when the battle begins high. That's pretty cool. So physical and magic attack is increased high for 60 seconds starting the battle. I don't think that's like anything crazy, to be honest, because a lot of the time when you begin the battle anyway, you'll have a support character in your party that's boosting M attack or P attack. But I guess it's something. It's nice. You'll take it, right? The real thing about this weapon that's amazing is the haste and the 3 uses. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. And then especially if you have like another character like a Kate Sith in your party that can do HP shout, you're getting more haste, or you're having Aerith with her ultimate weapon where you're boosting ATB. It's like Tifa's going to be ATB crazy with this weapon if you get it. So yeah, I wish you all the best of luck getting this weapon as well. Like I said, you gotta spend 90k on this banner to pretty much guarantee getting this ultimate weapon. I mean, this weapon might show up in other banners as well. Vincent's supposed to get a new banner next week too, so maybe this weapon will be in that banner also. But yeah, absolutely, I'm not going to miss this weapon. If I got to do the pity, I will do the pity, and I will spend the 90k if I need to get this weapon, because Tifa is one of my, Tifa and Aerith, these are probably my 2 most used characters in this game. They're 2 of the best characters in this game. Tifa's probably the best overall DPS when it comes to just elemental builds and variety. And Aerith is by far the best support in this game. So you know, I got to go all out for my girls. So, yeah, I think that's going to cover it for this banner. I think we might get some free we might get some free tickets for this to do some draws here. I'm not really sure yet. We got to wait till the reset at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'll look out for that. But yeah, are y'all going to draw on this New Year's banner? Are y'all going to draw on Tifa? Are y'all going to draw on Aerith? Are y'all going to draw on both like me? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if y'all enjoy my Ever Crisis content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.